many times this week did you say, I'll start Monday? I'm just too tired right now. Now is not the right time. And how many of those times were you lying to yourself? Because here is what I have come to understand, and I am saying this with so much love. Excuses feels like protection, but they are actually the thing that's keeping you stuck. So today we are talking about the disciplined mindset. And I promise you, by the end of this, you are going to see yourself differently. Hey everyone, welcome back to this place, the place where you come to listen, learn, and grow. I am your girl Swati, and oh my goodness, today's topic is one I have been sitting with for a while. Stop making excuses, the discipline mindset. Now, before you click off and think, Swati, I know, just be disciplined. I want you to stay. Because this is not that conversation. This is deeper. This is about why we make excuses in the first place. And once you understand the why, everything changes. What excuses actually are? Okay, so let's start here. An excuse is not laziness. I used to think it was. I used to look at myself and think, why can't I just do the thing? And I'll feel so ashamed, so small. But what I have come to realize is that excuses are fear wearing a costume. And the costumes looks really convincing. It sounds like I am not ready. It sounds like I don't have enough time. It sounds like, what if I fail? Fear doesn't show up and say, hi, I'm fear, I'm here to stop you. No, it shows up as a perfectly reasonable explanation for why today is not the right day. Think about the last excuse you made. Really sit with it. Was it actually about time, about resources, about readiness, or was it about something you were scared to face? I remember when I wanted to start creating content, sharing things publicly, and I told myself I needed better equipments, a better camera, better lighting, the perfect setup. And I waited, and I waited. And guess what? None of that was the real problem. The real problem was I was terrified of being seen. The excuse was just the story I told to make the fear feel logical. What discipline actually is and isn't. Now, here is where I want to flip the script on discipline, because I think we have been sold a version of discipline that looks like waking up at 4 a.m., cold showers, hustles, grind, sacrifice, everything. And for some people that works. But for most of us, that version of discipline burns us out. And then we feel like we failed again. Real discipline, the kind that actually lasts, is not about forcing yourself. It's about knowing your why so deeply that excuses stop having power. Let me say that again. Discipline is not willpower. Discipline is clarity. When you are crystal clear on what you want and why you want it, not what your parents want, not what looks impressive on the outside, but what you genuinely want for your life, the alarm clock stop being the enemy. The blank page stop being terrifying. The gym stop being the thing you dread. Because now you are moving towards something, not just running away from discomfort. Okay, so I want to talk about something I called the excuse loop. And I feel like so many of us live in this loop without even realizing it. It goes like this. You have a goal. You feel resistance. You make an excuse. You feel temporary relief. And then guilt comes in. And the guilt makes you feel worst about yourself. And feeling worse make you less likely to try. And then the next time you face the goal, the resistance is even bigger and the excuse comes even faster. See how it compounds? The longer we stay in the loop, the heavier it gets. The weight doesn't get lighter, it gets heavier every single time we choose the excuse over the action. So, how do we break it? You do one small thing, not everything, not the whole goal. One thing today. Because here is what I have learned, and this took me years. Momentum is the antidote to excuses. And once you start moving, even slowly, the story in your head starts to shift. You go from I can't to wait, I just did. And that one moment of proof, that's more powerful than any motivational quote, more powerful than any vision board because it came from you. Building the discipline mindset. Okay, so let's talk about what the discipline mindset actually looks like on a daily basis. Because it's not dramatic, it's actually really quiet. The discipline mindset is choosing to show up even when you don't feel like it. Not because you are forcing yourself, but because you have decided who you want to be. It's not, I have to do this, it's, I am the kind of person who does this. That identity shift is everything. When discipline becomes a part of you, who you are, not just something you do, excuses starts to feel foreign. They don't fit anymore. I remember there was a season in my life where I felt like I had no discipline at all. I'll set goals and abandon them. I'll make promises to myself and break them. And I carried so much shame around that. I genuinely thought some people just had it and I didn't. What I didn't understand then is that I wasn't lacking discipline, I was lacking self trust. Every time I broke a promise to myself, that trust eroded a little more. And the more I didn't trust myself, the more I needed excuses to protect myself from trying and failing again. So I started small, embarrassingly small. I committed to drinking 1 glass of water in the morning. That's it. I have told this again and again because I have genuinely started with this every day, and slowly that one promise kept rebuild something in me. It said, you can trust yourself. Build the trust first. The discipline follows. So, as we wrap up today, I want to leave you with this. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are someone who has been scared, and that is so human, and that is so okay. But the excuses, they are not protecting you anymore. They are costing you. They are costing you time. They are costing you growth. They are costing you the version of yourself that you know deep down is possible. So today, not Monday, not next month, today, I want you to do one thing. Pick one goal you have been making excuses about and do one small thing towards it. Just one. Because you deserve to see what you actually capable of when you stop letting fear write your story. I hope this found you at exactly the right time. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a review and remember, I am forever in your corner and I am always rooting for you. See you in the next one. Till then, I love you all. Bye bye.